I wanted to talk to you about something that we discussed a lot over the last few days. I just want to get your input about Jadon Sancho and his situation at Manchester United, which of course exploded last week after that defeat against Arsenal, with both the manager and Sancho coming out publicly to discuss his attitude. Suggestions that maybe he could go back to Dortmund in January. Suggestions that Jan Fjortoft knew nothing that he was talking about when he said that Jadon Sancho was one of the best players that he'd ever seen at that age, because obviously he's come to Manchester United and he's done nothing.
So what's the question?
Just pick whichever point you'd like to make.
Sure, okay. So I think the chances of him going back to Dortmund would have to be on a short-term deal, because they can't afford the wages that he's on now. Dortmund don't pay the same wages as the top bracket of European clubs do. I think it would be a good place for him to go back and find some form, because he could be a difference maker there. And I actually agree with Jan that he is an incredible player in the right system and in the right environment. And I questioned at the time, why are you going to Manchester United? That does not seem like the place where he will be nurtured as a talent. And yeah, I think that he needs to think carefully about what his next steps involve. He can be a main figure at a top European club, but is Manchester United, with everything that is going on there right now, is that the right place for him? He has all the tools in his kit to be able to tear apart the most stubborn defenses. He is an incredible player and still very young, and we shouldn't forget that I think for most professionals, let alone the very best ones, there are always bumps in the road, and I would be surprised if Jadon Sancho doesn't go on and achieve great things still in his career.
Meanwhile, more Manchester news, of course, breaking this weekend. On leave of absence of Anthony, I've agreed with Manchester United to take a period of absence while I address the allegations made against me. This is a mutual decision to avoid distraction to my teammates and unnecessary controversy for the club. I want to reiterate my innocence of things I have been accused of, and I will fully cooperate with the police to help them reach the truth. I look forward to returning to play as soon as possible. Now, well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week, subscribe to ESPN+.